To reopen or not to reopen places of worship is the big dilemma facing the authority mandated to come up with protocols that will guide the reopening of churches and mosques.
We are concluding this week, and we hope that that document will be ready for submission to the authority that appointed us. And then we will certainly have to continue discussing to see what next step. So we do believe that come to the end of this week, we should have a good draft document.
The Interfaith Council now saying after discussions with several concerned stakeholders, including the Council of Governors, their proposal would be concluded by the end of the week.
And to ask still all of our Kenyans to continue being patient, that we are coming towards the end of our work, and hopefully there will be a worthwhile interim report and draft guidelines, which will hopefully bring now to the Kenyans to see and maybe even suggest some of the ways we can improve it.
The Interfaith Council has been receiving proposals from religious leaders across the country on protocols that could see the reopening of churches as soon as possible, with many lamenting the socio-economic effect the pandemic has had on their places of worship.
Certainly there will be concurrence. Each faith group is working on its own. But we as Interfaith Council, you will get our document. When we are ready, we'll share with you. Right now, it's still in the cooking and it's boiling.
I think one of the things that was raised in the meeting was the question of thermal guns. So that places of worship which are not able to afford those ones are helped through the COG, helped through the national government.
Meanwhile, while giving the recommendations on the reopening of churches from the COG, churches have been asked to address the increased numbers of teenage pregnancies and domestic violence in the country. Now, despite health workers warning on Wednesday that churches should not be reopened, the Interfaith Council remains confident that with the protocols they are working on to reopen places of worship, it will be sooner than expected. Diana Rachel Mbogwa, Ibru TV.